EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Niner defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A quick throw, but incomplete. And the Rams hit 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
To the air again, Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down and 1. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2nd down and a yard. Purdy going to give it to Garindo.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
And here on 3rd down, your #1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's Stanford.
And this one too low. You look at this Niner defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked #9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff running right, Guerrero.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Another try for Guerrero.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
On the return, it's James. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch.
Stafford. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Back to throw. Stafford. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll go jet sweep here with Coleman.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Keon Coleman.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Gets past one man, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
San Francisco.
Now Purdy. Incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 5.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Second and goal from the 1. Pacheco once more. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. Joseph's got it. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Stafford now to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 22!
Now Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. But he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Excellent job defensively there from Kobe Turner.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Purdy.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Ayuk goes in motion. Throwing here, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Third and 4. Purdy now to throw. That's complete to Pearsall.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He may go. Touchdown, LA.
Kyron Williams.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a 2nd and 2. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. A give running left now, Garindo.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is taken at about the 14.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here's Ethan Evans now. James now to return it.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
He could only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Down at the 25.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw is Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Garindo.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
3rd and 3. Here's Purdy.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flush to his right. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Third and 5.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. James now to return. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw, Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Stafford. Caught on the right side by Adams. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Keon Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A nice little juke. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
Stafford now to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Now Stafford. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Ready. 180.
Operating from the gun, Stafford.
And that one too high and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
180.
from the gun. Here's Stafford. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down and 4. Purdy going to get it to Pearson on the RPO.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In motion right is a running back.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Blue 60!
They give it to Williams, running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now it's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua, 50 yards. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Purdy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Purdy sets up to throw again. That's complete to Pearsall. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing is Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's James returning. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Here comes 2nd down. And you see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Rams, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.